Priato, our lead official, into the center circle. You see Stanford wearing the black, Florida State in the white, and it's the Seminoles that have the game's first possession.
It's a very important conversation that we were having with Kate Pay, especially after a game, and that's a good sign for them, knocking down their first bucket. Chloe Clardy had a lot of games last season where she was in the starting rotation. Great look for Amaya Bonner, who that is actually more of what we need to see from her.
And a rebound for Nunu Agara. Swain runs it ahead, fires down low. There's Shumfayi all by herself to lay it in.
What a beautiful execution for Haley Swain. Well, we could have played or showed at least 3 different players in the open for Stanford, especially as freshmen who have stood out in the last 5.
Shavers on senior day.
She's already knocked down 53s coming into this game. You'd think she'd be a priority outside.
Swain uses it, puts it off the glass. There's Nunu for the putback and one. And Faye able to keep her out of the lane. And then a little bit of a reach there by Swain. Almost got a tie up, but then baseline official 3 to shoot. Bonner's going to have to be the one to put it up. It looks like she does, and puts it in the bucket.
Wow, making nothing. Bonner able to find the right angle off the glass on the left side.
Ogden, catch and shoot 3. She's got one. Two-back kick. Corner 3, Green, in and out. Loose ball. Ujiwoye, bounce pass, Clardy, and in transition, Stanford scoring.
You want to say...
Florida State now 3-9 from the field to start the game. Another 3. Timeout, Florida State. Stanford has gone on a big run here. It's her own miss, and then it gets stripped by Ijiwoye, but right there is Kubek. Out for a 3 from Bonner, and it falls. A little senior day luck right there. They've hit their first 2 today.
Finishing that game 3 for 21 is an absolute assessment of how they did not want to come into this ball game. You mentioned they've the chest, and I think they've done a great job of doing that so far.
Bounce pass. Nunu banks it in.
Nunu Agara just streaking down the floor. There is not a time where she is not moving. It reminds me a lot of the bounce, the energy, just an elite scorer, defender. So to see her now surging is pretty impressive.
Wow, great defense. Courtney Ogden, quick hands. In for Panya Davis, who's also coming off the bench. Panya looking for some space and finds it. A little bit of the height advantage over Nunu there. Harley Amborn, a freshman, number 11, is in the game. She has the dribble for Stanford. Inside the last minute, and the C's part for Nunu. Agara lays it in. She's had a nice first quarter. Not exactly comfortable about making the tournament.
No, your work is still needing to be done. Great take by Soleil Williams. Stanford coming in at 13 for the ACC tournament at 15. They get a win over Boston College, and Florida State will see Wake Forest to close out their regular season.
Well, an 11-point lead, exactly that.
When in doubt, give it to number 3. There are moments in a game where you can feel there's a dip. They can feel.
Turn in the corner, Ogden, though, met there by Kubek. Step back, long 2 goes in for Courtney Ogden, who's off to a really nice shooting start. Ogden, long 2, got it. Agara's going to take it up the floor.
Yeah, it looked like Allie was searching for the contact there. Had she gone through solid play, I think she would have got the layup. But on the other side, quickly.
4 points for Chloe Clardy, coming off the bench today now. And there's the pocket pick, Ijiwoye, going the other way for the easy lay-in.
Ijiwoye is one of those players that you just smile every time.
Ijiwoye, she made 17, though, last year in her true freshman year. Played in 30 games. Shavers. FSU badly needed a basket to end that scoring drought. Ogden with a dozen. Can she add to that? Yes.
Why ask silly questions, Mark?
Repeat for the next game. That's helping her tonight or this afternoon. Leading the way with 15 points, and that's brought out again by Ijiwoye.
Yeah.
Ogden's been deadly in this half to Agara. That combination is wearing out Florida State here in the first half.
Nunu continues to impress.
3. Won't go for Kubek. Second opportunity, Treadwell. Swain just kind of floated it to Agara. She spins. It's her own miss. Back out. Shamfai 3. Good.
Yep.
Soleil Williams. Just when she thought she was past Ijiwoye and going to easily lay it in, Shea knocks it away.
Well, because of her versatility, because of how well she has been playing on the season, it's been so much fun to watch her evolve.
Swain checks out. Tatum Green got a great look and kisses that in.
The busiest airport in the world. Should be a lot of fun. Sports is a high priority in the metro Atlanta area.
Panya able to rebound. Here's Soleil, found the open lane that time, beat everybody down the floor.
Soleil Williams with the left, with the touch, with the finish, causes a timeout. Florida State needs more of that.
Agara faces up to Ogden. They have been the duo, the scoring primary duo, and they continue that trend with this possession and bump it back to 7. Quickly down low, Davis, and that time Soleil and Panya Davis quickly up the floor to get a
minute mark. Now they're outscoring Stanford 10-6 in this quarter.
Nunu. You know, she just shot over a 6'6" player and looked unstoppable. Stevenson spins it to Ogden. With jab step back, and scores over Green.
You can tell a player that is just in a zone.
And she has 19 points. There's an answer for FSU from Soleil.
Stanford trying to find the holes in this zone that Florida State is showing.
Fired in, Agara. Tough shot, good defense that time by Davis, and it's saved by Bonner along the baseline.
And most importantly, they come up with a rebound in their zone, and it leads to shots like that for Jasmine Shavers. Her, and then now UCLA with then our associate head coach Corey Close, who is
goes left and scores.
That's what I was asking for at the beginning of the game. Start to assess how you build a team around her. She has to be the difference maker.
She makes a difference defensively there, generating a steal, firing a 3, swish!
Opportunity to extend with a miss by Clardy, but it's these type of plays that sets you apart. If you want to go on a surge, you hit big shots. Soleil Williams with a splash from Florida State scored only 8 points in the second quarter. Whatever the conversation was with Brooke Wyckoff before they left the floor, before they even went to the back, there was a level of energy that she was asking and challenging as a huge 3 goes down for Shamfai.
Bowles pull up, and she scores from the left elbow. There's her first made field goal. Clardy. Long 2 from Chloe, good.
Put the officials catch.
Brish had to hurry to get it in, and it bounced off the hands of Davis, but Brish takes it back from Ijiwoye, and it's laid in by Shavers. And now they get it down to single digits.
Florida State right now is seeing red, and when I say that, it means they understand the sense of urgency. The steal.
Nunu, the drive, and 1.
Yeah, that looks a little bit different in spaces and the holes for Florida State, and if she doesn't see them, she'll create one. That's how strong she is, and all the emotion to our camera guy underneath. You can see it on her face and just coughing that one up, where every second counts. We're approaching the 3-minute mark.
Ogden scores.
And the advantage is Stanford.
Ijiwoye. Shea kick. That's an open 3 that's knocked down by Chloe Clardy, and suddenly Stanford has refound the offense that we saw in the first half.
The dribble drive, kick, pass, the hockey assist, those are one of the clips that you say we're going to watch in the film room. You can see with them slowing the pace, still executing the plays, not trying to take too much off, as there's an early look for Nunu.
Gary got position, and
from Stanford. Doesn't seem like they're too rushed looking for a good shot.
Williams able to find some room.
You mentioned Duke, and automatically I'm like, wow. As another one goes down for Laura, she kind of puts her hands up like, wow, I didn't know I could do this. Objectives that we can give for her outside of just very good.
Soleil Williams led Florida State with 17. And 77-61, Stanford is the final. And Stanford improves to 17-12 and 6-10 in conference, dropping FSU to